Yeah, we're going against the grain, which used to be the grain. Each of these movements, we're taking you back to 1997 Men's Health Beginner Program, 3 sets of 10 of everything.
It's like 24-hour ghetto workout. I feel like Jim Carrey coming out the back of that rhino.
What's up, bikers? I'm Jonny Thompson from Fit for Racing. This is Adam Brayton. We are mid-season. Adam is a professional downhill rider, but that does not mean that you can't look after yourself with some strength and conditioning to keep you functional on the bike. You might be on the bike loads this summer already and feeling the impact of tight hips, weak glutes, and all that funky lower back stuff that goes on, and also shoulder rounding. So look after yourself with these 3 lower body movements, 3 upper body movements, and then we're going to combine them into a little circuit so that you can get the most out of your time. The first movement we're going to do is a rear foot elevated split squat. So all of these movements have benefits of strengthening loading, but also mobility. So this is really good for opening the hip flexor at the back. So we're not going to do it as if you were off-season strengthening with weight and load or pre-season speed. What we're doing here is using it as mobility by pushing all the way back. So your butt hits your heel, bam, and you get a stretch. Pause for a second.
A few moments later.
And then drive up, no pause at the top. Pause for a second, drive up, pause at the top. That's the movement, number 1. Second movement, simply a Cossack squat. Again, we're gonna pause where we get the mobility benefits at the bottom in the groin here. Pause a second, come to the top, swap sides. So we're not going for any hypertrophy muscle building. So we're going to alternate sides to get the benefit of the mobility, the range, and the function of that movement. And the third movement, we're going to need a plate. And here we have a curtsy squat. We're going to use a plate so we can get even more range. Encourage tapping the toe at the bottom, out the back, and then back to the top. Swapping each side again. So if you've noticed, we're going to pause at the bottom of each of these 3 lower body movements. We hit the front, back, side, inside of the hip to mobilize, but also loading front, side, and back to keep the muscle fresh and functioning throughout the summer. Upper body movements. We're going to do an archer push-up, but on a box. So Brayton here is more than capable of doing these on the ground for strengthening, but what we want here is healthy shoulders and lots of motion to be keeping fresh and able on the bars. So side to side, aim for your thumb to hit your chest on each side. The height of the box obviously determines the difficulty. We're going to get to reps at the end when we talk about the circuit. The second movement is a dive bomber push-up or Indian push-up that starts in a down dog position. So we get some mobility benefits through the shoulder and hamstrings into the calves. From there, head meets the mat, scrape forwards, lean to the top. More mobility benefits of the thoracic spine, lower back, and hip flexors. But what we're trying to do here is get lots of range and load through the shoulder. And the third upper body movement, this is the only one that you can't do body weight, is a single arm row. You can use a TRX or a ring. What we want here is a row so that we're 90 degrees chest to ring, and then a twist to open out, twist back and row. This way we get loads of good mobility and strength through the upper body and the lower body. So we're going to do this in a circuit that goes lower, upper, and all 6 movements in one circuit 3 times round. This is not a metabolic conditioning workout. This is for health and function. So between each one, we're going to try and rest a little bit. But with the breaks of the movement changing, it means that our muscles that we've just worked get lots of time to rest, and we can move through with purpose. So it'll be rear foot elevated split squat, upper body, lower body, alternating all the way through. We'll get 3 rounds of that and probably see you back in about half an hour. Yeah, we're going against the grain, which used to be the grain. Each of these movements, we're taking you back to 1997 Men's Health Beginner Program, 3 sets of 10 of everything. Actually, it's a really good number to do. People are just scared of doing it nowadays because of all the criticism, because everything used to be 3 sets of 10. It used to be 3 sets of 10 because it had actual valid reason. It was good. Just no one does it now. Hey, ahead of the curve. Bring back the 10s, 3 turns.
It's like 24-hour ghetto workout. I feel like Jim Carrey coming out back of that rhino.
Last one, this. 10. Woo! So that's it. 3 times round. You can, if you want, do supersets with just 2 of those at a time to keep you on track, and break that up into 3 supersets of lower and upper. We decided to go all the way through. It's a little easier to get more work done in less time. And like I just said to Ad, it's like this was an extended warm-up for some conditioning that we'll do now. But if you're mid-season or mid-summer, you've been riding a lot and you just want to feel better and more functional, just do this part maybe a couple of times a week and just keep yourself fresh. And you'll be able to perform better on the bike. For me and Adam, we're going to smash some conditioning because he's a pro athlete and I need to get a bit fitter. So I'm going to hop on and we're going to do some fitness-based stuff specifically for racing. If you added in any additional, fair play, do that, but as I say, it's not essential. So hopefully this will help you become a better rider, or certainly enjoy your time on the bike more. If you want more tips, then subscribe, hit the bell button to our YouTube channel. There's tons on there, specifically for mountain bikers just like you, to get more functional and better so that you can enjoy your riding. Or if you're a racer, get better positions. I'll stop there. Until next time, peace.